Now we're gonna go ahead with a 40 grit and basically trim the section we just cut. Pull it and you bring this corner, especially this corner, you want this baby all the way down. And you do both sides identical. Okay, back to the second stage of the floor mat. Anyway, now we already got the glue on it, ready to go. As you can see, everything is sanded down with 36 grit, nice and even inside the foothold and the whole area, so the area is nice and even to take the lower floor mat. You peel the tape off. Before you install the floor mat, before I put the glue on, I already measure in the back to see how far forward it goes, and it requires a little bit of trimming, so I took 1/4 inch off, which it makes up for the dashboard being going forward first. And then same thing, you tuck it in the front and one side and you work your way back. Now we're gonna show how to trim the excess of mat that flow over the foothold. And you actually come this way and you take the razor knife, go all the way to the end, and you cut it in a 45-degree angle all the way down. Then the other piece that goes underneath will flow to the top. Already prepped too. I already trimmed those edges. Again, when you get your piece, you put it all the way against, mark what's left over, and follow the edge. Put it on the table with the straight edge, and you cut the excess off so the piece will match as best as possible. Now we're installing the side rails on a ski. Of course, again, with protect everything with tape. Make sure you get glue on that edge right there, all the way around. And before I put it on, I measure here about how far I need to come with the glue, so I've made a small mark there. So what do? You bevel all these edges over here, which are the ones that touch the ski, and the ski has a radius, and those two here cannot just, you put them together. You have to have glue in there. You butt them two together like that. Like that. Then you come here to the ski. This is the area where you're gonna start it, so you want to make sure it matches that even. You're coming up this very corner. Lay the mat like here, don't let it touch. And just coming back here, do your starting right there. Come all the way front. Follow the ski, just look it from the top and come in dead even. You come back to this corner, here's the tricky part. You gotta go all the way to that corner, push it in there, and then you just hold it right here and you fold it back. Dang. That's that, and you're gonna make sure it's nice and even. The side rails you always want to sand with 36 grit because there's a lot of friction with the water. You want to make sure it stays in your boat. When you take the razor blade, you come from the top, you mark where you're going to start your cut here. And this is a little tricky. Cut there. All the way to the top. Bring it this way, so you know you're already at. Oops, that's the table back there. Careful with the table. And then you just work your way up. Make sure that the rail is exposed, so you cut it right at the end of the kit. We already prepped this piece, as you can see. I do the edges sharper, so when you do the sanding, you want it to butt against the other one, which is a 1/4 inch thick. So you want the undermat to be below that surface, so that's why we'll leave it sharp all the way around, so you don't have to do as much sanding inside the foothold to get it, the other one to butt right against, included this shape right here. Here we are doing the installation and continuing the installation on the side rails. You got to make sure you match the pattern on the side rail. So we already cut to match it. You just put it against, match the diamond plate, and of course already got the glue on it. We had the tape to protect the surface that we don't want to get any glue on it. Tape back off. And then you just come here again. Nice to have somebody helping you. Since I don't, I'll do it by myself. There you go. Just go against that. Match this other rail. You go about halfway to the top surface. Again, follow the side of the boat. Make sure there's no gaps. And then you get this part in so this doesn't lift back up. Always tilting it this way so you get no bubbles in it.